imprinted position. Tiny movement here, finding that pelvic awareness. We're gonna inhale neutral, exhale. Slowly imprint, then lift one bone at a time, lifting your hips up into your bridge. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll one bone at a time all the way down. Continuing here. Just finding that bridge and bringing it back down. If you have back issues, you can always just hinge up and down instead of finding that rolling movement. Do what works for your back. We're gonna add on, it's an inhale, exhale. Slowly roll up. Once you get to the top, hold your bridge. Arms are gonna reach back behind, all the way back. Arms come all the way back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow, roll all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, roll up into your bridge. Arms reach back. Arms reach forward, back to the mat. Then you roll all the way back down into your bridge. Continuing here, a little bit of a stretch of the arms, but also warming up that back body with our bridging. Perfect. Let's do one more here. We roll up, arms reach back behind, hold with those arms behind. Little hip dips, 1 inch up, 1 inch down with the hips. It's a little bit harder with those hands not on the mat. Modification, you take the hands back to the mat. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Press up, inhale, exhale, nice and slow, roll down. Hands come back to the hips. Take the legs up to 90, get a nice little hamstring stretch here. Breathing in, breathing out. Perfect. All right, knees come back bent to the mat. We're gonna add on with those arms and add some core work now. So arms are gonna come back behind. Inhale, exhale. Hands are gonna come to the hips as you come up into a chest lift, reaching those fingertips. Inhale, exhale to come back. Arms go all the way back behind. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, reach, coming up into that chest lift, curling up. And then reaching back behind, continuing here. Few more like this. If you want to add on, arms go back behind, legs come to tabletop. Shins parallel to the ground, knees are over hips. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, up into that chest lift. And then come back down. Legs stay up in tabletop, or they stay on the mat, either way. Finding some core work here. Two more like this. Last one. Hands come back behind the head, knees come back down to the mat. Let the knees sway side to side. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're gonna add on here. You can always go back to one of the previous options. Legs come to tabletop, arms are back behind. Inhale, exhale. Come up into that chest lift, reach the fingertips, single leg stretch. Right knee to the chest, left leg 45, and we switch. 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 Keep reaching those fingertips. Head can always come down if you need a modification. Try to get the shoulders off the mat. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, hands go back behind. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're gonna go into scissors next. Legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale. Come up into that chest lift. Right leg shoots to 90, left leg 45. It's a pulse-pulse switch. Pulse-pulse switch. Legs are straight now. You can always take the head down if you want. Pull belly button to spine. Don't let the back arch. You guys got this. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees bent. Reach the arms back behind. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're going to go into a round of hundreds. You decide. Head can stay down. Legs can stay on the mat. You can go to tabletop 90 or 45. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, exhale, come up into that chest lift. Decide how you want the legs. We start pumping for our hundreds, breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 30. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 40. In 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. Halfway done. Keep on pumping. Maybe you add a challenge on. Try to get off those shoulders or keep the head down if you need a modification. In 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 70. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 80. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. Last set, breathe in. Last set, breathe out. Set the feet down. Reach the arms back behind. Big inhales and exhales. Catch your breath. The classic hundreds. If you're breathing in for 5 counts, out for 5 counts for 100 counts. One more here in our core set. Hands come behind the head, elbows wide, legs to tabletop. We go into crisscross. Right shoulder to left knee. Right leg shoots out to 45 and we crisscross to switch. Switch. Rib to hip. Getting those obliques now. Perfect. Keep the elbows wide. It's a shoulder to knee. You guys got this. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Arms go out wide, palms facing up. Let the knees sway one direction as your gaze goes the opposite direction. Inhaling to center, exhaling to switch. Getting that nice stretch here. Perfect. Pausing back at center. You're going to press yourself up to seated or do a little bit of a roll up to the side. We're going to come 4-point kneeling when you're ready. So back to that 4-point kneeling position. We're going to add on into our plank here. So I'm going to give you guys options. Option 1. Tuck the toes. We go into our bear plank, knees hover. You can always tap back down and come back to a hover if that works best for you. Otherwise, we're going to hold that knee hover. Holding that knee hover. Right leg is going to flick. I'm going to flick the toe, bring it back to the mat. Left toe flick, bring it back. So little flicks of the feet, just reaching the toes back behind me, holding in that bear plank. Just a little movement in the bear plank, but keep the weight over the wrists there. Wrists under shoulders, belly button to spine. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose, hips over heels. Reach those arms nice and long. One more with that bear plank. When you're ready, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck the toes. Find that bear plank position. I'm going to flick the right toe, set it down. Flick the left toe, sit it down, press back. Back to bear plank, switch. Left toe flick, set it down. Right toe flick, set it down. Press back in the hips, but keep the knees lifted. 2 more like this. You decide, you have different options. You can hold your plank. You can tap the knees down, or you can do this movement we're doing here. This is our last one. Hips press back, back to bear plank, knees down, child's pose. different options there. Roll out the wrist for a second if you need. Alright, we go full plank, but you decide. You can go straight arm plank, forearm plank, or back to a kneeling plank. I'm going to go straight arm plank. When you're ready, come into position. We're just going to press the heels back behind and then roll forward on the toes. Press the heels behind, roll forward on the toes. Or you static hold, up to you. Gaze stays towards the fingertips, crown of your head's lengthening, hollow armpits here. You guys got this, nice and strong. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. Full body work. I'm going to go combo move. I'm going to go back to a kneeling plank. You can go full plank here as well. I'm going to go into a push-up, so for me it works better with the kneeling plank. But you can go full push-up back on the toes if that's available to you. Kneeling plank, I'm going to do 1 push-up, press on back, full plank, hold. Heels press back behind, press forward on the toes, come back down, kneeling plank. Push up, combo move. Back to your regular plank. Press the heels behind, push forward on the toes, bring it back, knees down, few more like this. You have lots of options. Do one or the other if one is more available to you than the other. But we've got full body. You should feel those shakes of the core in that full plank. Feel the weight of the arms in that push-up. We only have a few more here. Do what works for you today. I'm going to finish this last one. Full plank, push forward, press back. Knees down, child's pose. Catch your breath, guys. Roll out the wrists if you need.